Carlos recently launched her book, Heartbreaks and Breakthroughs, published by OMF Literature. While I was able to catch her at this year's Manila International Book Fair, I was again invited to the formal press launch at Sea Kitchenery, which happens to be the bakery and cafe that she owns and runs with her siblings. The intimate event allowed Bettinna to talk about the book at length, how she wrote it in 3 weeks, immersing herself in prayer and fasting as she asked the Lord which parts of her life to share that would give Him the most glory.
The original intention is basically like a life testimony. Diba? Parang as a single mom, ano yung journey mo before you met the Lord? Ano yung turning point mo? Ano na yung buhay mo ngayon? Ano na yung estado mo ngayon bilang single mom na Christian, na believer? But when I was praying about it, sabi ko, life testimony, parang mag-google naman nila yan, mag-YouTube naman nila yan. Because recently, I was privileged by my home church to share my testimony in CCF. This was last year. And then, sabi ko, kung yung life ko before, kung gano'n ko pariwara, nasa YouTube na rin yan because 700 Club Asia did a feature a year or two before the life testimony. So parang puro tungkol sa akin. Parang I just wasn't comfortable talking about me. So I was praying, I said, Lord, what exactly do you want me to write about?
Bettinna became a single mother after she graduated at about the time she returned to show business. She started attending CCF in 2011, but it was only in 2016 that she says she became a true believer.
And through this period, the 6-month period from May, June 2016 till end of December of that year, that I really became a true believer. Na talagang naiintindihan ko, ito pala yung ginawa ng Diyos sa akin, para sa akin. Doon lang talaga nagbago yung buhay ko. And that is what I wanted to share to everyone. How the Lord works in our lives and how He's always good. And alam niya yung ginagawa niya. Even if at times you think, Lord, bakit ganito? Bakit ganyan? Parang mali ka. Sorry, hindi nagkakamali si God. He knows what He's doing. And if we just really give our lives to Him, we can claim His promise that it will all turn out for the good to those who love Him.
Being a single mother, Bettinna shared that she worked like a horse. She felt that she had to do everything because she wanted to give the best for her daughter, but at the same time, raising and providing for her child independently was a badge she felt she could wear proudly.
The 6-month period started when I got sick. And you know how that is like the end of the world if you are a solo parent. When I look back at that season in my life, I cannot help but be so convinced that God knows how to best call our attention para marinig talaga natin kung ano ang sinasabi niya. You know how God always speaks to us, but sometimes we are so busy, we are so distracted, hindi natin siya naririnig. If it were a lighter affliction, I would just slow down. But what God wanted from me was a complete halt and my full undivided attention. Walang ibang makakapagpatigil sa akin maliban sa malubhang pagkakasakit or scare. There was a time that they were thinking, they were suspecting if I had cancer. So, nagpa-biopsy ako. And supposed to be ang biopsy, either cancerous, non-cancerous, benign, malignant. Mabilis lang siya. But for some reason, they were taking so long to figure out. And I was already impatient, 2 weeks into waiting, parang, ano ba? Dapat alam nyo na yan. But in God's sovereignty, He was really in full control. And during that time of delay, the 2-week waiting time, He used it to reassure me of His love. I was able to reflect more, pray more, and read the Bible more. Kasi again, I couldn't work, I couldn't stand up, so nakahiga lang ako. I would just read the Bible, play with my child, and pray until I fall asleep.
In the book, she also details how she dealt with anger and bitterness towards her daughter's father and eventually forgiving him and responding to his attempts to make things right with her and Gummy. Heartbreaks and Breakthroughs, Making Sense of God's Purpose for Pain is available at all OMF Lit bookstores for 250 pesos.